You think XRP has pumped hard recently? You ain't seen nothing yet. The price action and pumps we've seen are just teasers, a trailer of what's about to come, a pump of biblical proportions. As rumors have recently been circulating that BlackRock, the world's largest fund manager, currently managing $10.5 trillion in assets, will be the next major player on the list to file for a XRP Spot ETF. What does this mean? It opens the doors for hundreds of trillions of dollars to access XRP in a safe and regulated manner, one that actually has tax benefits. And in this article from Forbes, they basically state how over the long term, demand could increase, and in this case, it'd be for XRP, as retirement plans, 401k plans, and financial advisors start offering spot ETFs as a way to diversify portfolios into alternative assets. But what really makes this news significant is the fact that BlackRock almost always has their ETFs approved and actually has the highest rate of approval industry-wide. As you can even see that BlackRock has an ETF record of 575 to 1. In other words, they have a 99.8% success rate. When they file, it's because they are certain they will get approved. And this will cause a frenzy among investors and a pump of biblical proportions for XRP, one that will set the stage for new all-time highs and outsized gains into 2025. And we have proof for demand in these crypto spot ETFs, as their Bitcoin spot ETF has been the fastest growing ETF in history, and it has already surpassed the inflows of their gold ETF. And Bitcoin hasn't even hit crazy all-time highs yet. We're only at under $100,000, and almost every single prediction from almost every single major fund manager and person who understands Bitcoin says it's at least going to 150K, but many project it to go upwards of 200 to 300K. And that's just Bitcoin, but it sets the stage for what's to come. Imagine when the market catches onto XRP, what it's designed for, and how it has reigned victorious over the SEC in a $150 million 4-year-long legal battle with the SEC. As Stuart Alderodi, the chief legal officer over at Ripple, said this: Ripple has provided the blueprint to defeat Gary Gensler's inexplicable war on crypto. We kept the door open long enough for the industry to survive and seize this incredible moment. He's practically admitting they have won the war against the SEC. And what's so beautiful is that although this looks like a massive pump, the real pump hasn't come yet, and I'm confident it will. And you will want to be well positioned before they announce this ETF. And this is exactly why we are currently experiencing this 15% retrace in the markets. They want you to become fearful. They want you to capitulate and sell your XRP at a discount to them before the next major move, because they know what comes next. You see, the time is coming when you will no longer be able to buy XRP in confidence, as it will be too little, too late, and probably too expensive. And if you've been watching the channel at any point over the last 6 months, this is something I've consistently shared, that a break above the 74-cent range, which was our multi-year resistance, with some confirmed major growth in volume to confirm the move, would take us up to the $2 range, and we are currently still 44% away from that price target. Now, that is not my ultimate price target this time around, considering we just broke above a major descending triangle over 6.8 years. My target is the bare bones minimum, previous all-time high, and new all-time highs. Why am I confident in this? Well, for a few different reasons. Right on the right-hand side, I have a volume profile, and as you can see, this basically states the areas where the majority of volume in terms of dollars has traded. The bigger the range or the wider the range, the more interest and dollars have traded. However, once you start to get into these $2 ranges, above even the $1.40 range, there's virtually no volume traded. And that's because XRP has not spent any time there. This is what we call the price discovery zone. And in the price discovery zone, cryptos can pump far harder and far longer than you would ever expect. So no volume up here is actually a really really good indicator that once we break above that $2 range, things are really going to fly. The second major reason is that XRP has spent 6.8 years consolidating below this descending wedge or triangle. And just recently, 2 weeks ago, we saw an explosive move to the upside to break above this descending triangle. The longer the range, the stronger the breakout. And so I don't believe this is the end of the story for XRP, especially with potential spot ETFs coming from BlackRock and other major players. But here is where that becomes dangerous, as many XRP holders have PTSD, and on every single major pump, we've seen sell-offs. So you might be tempted to sell, and I'm sure many will, but let that not be you. In other words, with the crypto market where it's at, as we see Bitcoin just 2.7% off a new all-time high of 100K, which I believe is a psychological resistance, and also after spending 8 long months into consolidation, there has never been a better time to load up on crypto, and specifically XRP, now that it has true regulatory clarity and Gary Gensler is out of the way. In other words, I am buying into every single dip as this strong uptrend continues. So in this video, we're going to talk about that ETF, price action, and one interesting development in the XRP ecosystem that virtually nobody is talking about that will make XRP Ledger one of the most robust blockchain and DeFi ecosystems in the space over the upcoming years. And as always, if you're feeling blessed and bullish, comment 777. And if you're going to be the wealthiest person in your family tree, smash the subscribe button. Hello, bull runners. Welcome back to the channel. My name is Paul. And if you're new here on this channel, we share updates and news not only surrounding XRP, but the entire crypto space as a whole. Now, one of the super interesting things I keep seeing all over social media is the fact that many believe BlackRock is going to be the next major player to file for a spot ETF. And when they file, it's extremely likely that it will be approved. This will send the price of XRP pumping, as trillions of dollars are now going to have access to XRP in a regulated manner. So they're not going to have to go buy the underlying asset off of a crypto exchange or messy up their taxes or deal with all of the hurdles. Instead, they can just do it through their direct broker and current account. And then BlackRock would actually have to go and buy and hold and custody the underlying XRP product. So this is a win-win for everybody, and this will send the price flying. Now, when you see price action like this, it could be for multiple factors. I believe it's the fact that Gary Gensler is now out. We're going to have a new SEC chairman. We have a new administration. It's been consolidating for 6.8 years. There's virtually no volume traded up here, so it has a lot of room to grow and expand. But I also believe it's because the largest market participants, whales and insiders, know something we don't. And so more often than not, we actually hear the news after the fact of the pump. The pump is typically pricing in what the insiders actually know. So based on this pump and based on the information that I have, I think it's extremely likely that BlackRock is already preparing to file for this spot ETF. Already we have 3 different major players and funds filing their S1 forms for an XRP spot ETF. Why? Well, because their clients are already demanding it. And so when you have a lot of clients demanding or asking for something, eventually you're missing out on money as a fund manager by not giving it to them. And Larry Fink really understands the value of an ETF. Here he is in January of this year talking about the value of ETFs. So let's take a listen to Larry Fink and what he shares about this that is still very, very relevant right now.
Let me be clear. I think ETFs are step one in the technological revolution in the financial markets. Step 2 is going to be the tokenization of every financial asset. Over the long run, do we believe, just think about the fee differential between an ETF and some of these trusts.
Right.
These trusts are like 120 basis points.
Very expensive. We were talking with the head of Grayscale yesterday. It's still an expensive product.
And these are 20 to 30 basis points in the ETF wrapper. As I said, these are just stepping stones towards tokenization. And I really do believe this is where we're going to be going. We have the technology to tokenize today. If you want to talk about, think about this. If you had a tokenized security and you have a tokenized identity, you, Andrew, the moment you buy or sell an instrument, it is known. It's on a general ledger that is all created together. You want to talk about issues around money laundering and all that. This eliminates all corruption by having a tokenized system.
And so think about what Larry Fink is actually sharing there, that tokenized assets are not only the future, but they are on a public ledger and they remove virtually all true corruption. And based on the performance of the spot ETFs already offered by BlackRock, why in the heck wouldn't they offer an XRP spot ETF in the near future, considering it is the 6th largest cryptocurrency by market cap, and already Coinbase is offering an entire fund for the top 50. Eventually, we're going to see XRP spot ETFs. We're going to see spot ETFs for virtually every major crypto, and all of them will see insane gains as these things come to fruition. Now, really quickly, before we move on to the next major piece of news that's going to onboard billions and billions of dollars into the XRPL, if you haven't already, head on over to bullrunners.com. You can find the link in the description below. Here we offer Altcoin Pro University, and currently we have 391 members. Once we hit 1,000 members, the bonuses completely run dry. And inside of this platform we offer, which we've been spent a lot of time developing, we offer everything from altcoin picks to teaching you how to do technical analysis like a pro from pros. We show you the best DeFi yields in the entire crypto space. We give you airdrop alerts. We keep you updated on news that we do not share on the channel. We give you a comprehensive library by experts industry-wide inside of the crypto space, and we're talking people that actually work at these companies. We teach you everything you need to know to become a crypto millionaire in 2025. Now, obviously, I can't guarantee you're gonna be a millionaire because you also have to put in the work and be disciplined. But what I can assure you is that this is the best possible platform for your one-stop shop education to reach your goals as a crypto investor. So if that sounds interesting to you and you don't want to miss out on the bonuses as we continue to add members, again, we have 391 members now, even though this has not updated. And if you have any questions, just head on over to bullrunners.com. You can watch this 26-minute video that should answer all of your questions and what you get. And you're going to want to do it sooner rather than later because, again, the spots are filling up. We've been talking about this, I think, for like a week and a half, coming up on 2 weeks now. And already we have almost 400 members. When the bull run really gets rolling, we are going to continue to onboard members and the bonuses will run dry. So one last time, go to bullrunners.com. Let's get back into the video. Now on to that next major piece of news surrounding the XRPL. And recently they launched the Ethereum sidechain, which is a major development for XRP. And this is because although many people are starting to move away from Ethereum, Ethereum is still an absolute giant. When you look at it comparatively to all of the other protocols or ecosystems, Ethereum still ranks #1 with 3,700 different protocols built on the platform. They have 2.39 million active addresses, even though they are slightly behind Solana. They have $111 billion in stablecoins and $75 billion in TVL, or total value locked. This is money that is actually locked up inside of that ecosystem, being used in all sorts of different ways among DeFi platforms. Or even when you look at the ecosystem development activity, you can see that this red line is Ethereum. And although Ethereum has started to decline as others are beginning to rise, Ethereum still takes the lead when it comes to developers. Think about it. You can't have really cool apps, you can't have really cool ecosystems without something that developers actually want to build into, something that is simple to use, something that is already there for them that they know. Well, Ethereum has 1 million dev activity events. They currently have about 1.9K developers in terms of their event contributions. And this is over the last 24 hours. They are currently in the lead virtually above all other ecosystems. So then what exactly does this 4.0 chain upgrade actually mean? Well, basically this allows for developers that are already building inside of these EVM Ethereum ecosystems or Ethereum virtual machines to easily onboard and develop apps using programming languages they already know for the XRPL, which will bring billions and billions of dollars into the XRP ecosystem as the price of XRP starts to pump, as we get that spot ETF listing from BlackRock. And as they create a mint and burn capability for managing native XRP tokens through the Axelar bridge, or how they're going to onboard all of the Cosmos SDK. And Cosmos is another one of those major players. So think about it. Now we're going to have Ethereum and Cosmos and an Axelar bridge. This is truly going to democratize the XRPL and allow for an easy onboarding of many developers and many applications into the XRP ecosystem. And nothing runs without XRP inside of that ecosystem, even through an EVM. At some point, it's going to have a positive impact on the price of XRP. So although many people are not talking about this, yes, a new XRPL EVM sidechain is tremendous. And so with these major announcements, I continue to believe that the XRP token is going to hit at least the $2 range. And if we break above that $2 range, even with a bit of a bull trap in between and some volatility, which I expect to happen at any major resistance or price point in terms of a psychological resistance, I do believe dip buying is the smartest move here. So yes, XRP has been pumping, and many people are going to be in disbelief when it continues to rise and pump. That said, we are currently sitting at about $1.39. The recent high was $1.63. I'm going to be buying any dips that we see to the 10 or 20 EMA. I don't believe we're going to hit that 20 EMA, which is sitting at about $1.04, but I do believe we are going to hit the 10 EMA, or this blue line, for maybe about $1.24. And so any dips or retraces are for buying. But already here you can see on the 4-hour time frame, the last time we set up a range right here, we actually bounced pretty hard off that 10 and 20 EMA as they continued to close in on each other for a new high. Now we broke down just slightly below. This could potentially be a bear trap as the AMAs have not crossed over. You can see that the blue line has not crossed over this orange line. And typically that would be a very bearish indicator. If anything, this might potentially be a bear trap over the weekend. We might continue to see some ranging price action through the week, but at the end of the day, if we hold this range, these things don't cross over, we start to bounce back above the 10 EMA, things are going to look really bullish for XRP. And so I am currently adding to my position right now at about $1.40, all the way down to this range right here at about $1.15 to $1.24. If we continue to see a breakdown, then my theory might be proven slightly wrong and we might dip lower. However, again, for me, all dips are for buying when it comes to XRP, especially when you're this far along into the year. We have a major range breakout after a 6.8 year consolidation. We're going to have a very crypto friendly environment moving forward, and then we're potentially going to get some major news surrounding a spot ETF from BlackRock. I'm pretty confident in that. Now, I can't guarantee that, and I can't guarantee the prices are going to dip to where we want or that they're going to pump as hard as I would like. I am not a fortune teller. I don't know the future. In other words, this is not financial advice. This is simply my opinion, and it's for educational and informational purposes only. However, I'm pretty confident that dips are for buying right now, and so that's why with my conviction, I am buying them, and I am waiting for that $2 range where I might take a little bit of profit just for a swing trade, but ultimately I'm holding my major or long-term bag because I believe we're going to bust right through that $3.30 some cent range by the end of the year or into the start of next year, and XRP is going to put some new all-time highs in, probably into the $5 plus range. So one last time, if you enjoyed the video, you learned something new, and you are committed to investing in crypto and becoming a millionaire in 2025, then I believe we have the best platform for you, and it's called Altcoin Pro University. All you have to do to learn more about this before the bonuses run out is watch this 26-minute video by going to bullrunners.com. Again, you're going to find the link in the description below, and I'm telling you, right now is the perfect time because we're almost at 400 members, and mark my words, over the upcoming month, as the markets continue to rally, we are going to fill up the spots quickly. The next 600 are going to go even faster. So if you haven't already and you just want to check it out, you want more information, go to bullrunners.com. I look forward to seeing you on the other side. If you enjoyed the video, learned something new, be sure to smash the subscribe button. It helps the channel out. Thanks so much for your time, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.